so funny.
What's
So
the like
funny.
little twerking
I
thing
know,
she's doing with her
awesome.
shoulders as she's pooping?
Absolutely. Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome back. We are having a mukbang video, lunch with you guys. It's
Eating
a
show.
response video. It is. We've got a huge show on.
It's a
today.
variety show.
So much.
Yeah.
All right. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you hit that subscribe button down below.
And if you haven't checked out our podcast yet, where have you been and
What
what
are
are
you
you doing?
doing with
It's
your
got
life?
almost 100 5-star reviews on iTunes from people all around the
Yeah.
world joining the fun.
Absolutely. We've had over 56,000 downloads
Yeah.
so far. Yes.
Got to check it out, guys.
Yeah, we're really enjoying the
It's
show.
worth your time. We're having fun. Our listeners are having fun,
Have
learning
we
a lot.
convinced you yet? Download. Go. All right. Pause this video.
Yes.
Go and get yourself an awesome vegan meal because we have so much to get through in today's
We
show.
do. And when you come back, in the comments down below, let us know what you're eating and let everyone else know to inspire people to eat more
Yes.
vegan food.
That's what we
have
want to see.
got?
Oh my gosh, we
What
hot from
haven't-
being in the kitchen. We have just cooked up an absolute feast.
What haven't we got? Well, we've
Exactly.
got slightly different plates. I mean, they're basically the same. But
No,
let's
same but different.
Lift up yours.
All right. Lift up yours.
Well, should I do it just because of...
Okay, do yours first and then I'll
all
do
right,
mine.
Yeah.
Go.
So what do we got? We got some baked white potatoes, baked sweet potatoes. I've got pinto and red
on, we got a
kidney.
aeroplane. Go.
Okay, I was saying pinto and red kidney beans and whole assorted mixed veg there. Look at all that goodness. And what have you got that's different?
Okay, I've got quinoa instead of rice, and I've got
Oh
some...
yeah, did I say brown rice? I probably did. I don't
probably.
know.
And I've got some baked tofu.
Uh-huh.
So, can you appreciate
I know,
that?
I know,
How
I know.
awesome does that look?
And now the sauce.
Now the sauce. All right. This is some more leftover.
Potato, carrot, cayenne pepper. What else went in there? Oh, so like some assorted herbs and spices.
Yeah, like some garlic powder, some mustard.
Nutritional yeast.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like a cheesy sauce
Yeah.
that's on top.
And then we've got a
there.
second one here, which is a different sauce. It's tahini, soy sauce, lime juice, cayenne pepper, and agave syrup.
We have outdone ourselves,
We have.
Luca.
I've got
I was doing
2 plates
waiting
going
for a
on
high
here.
five
Oh,
from you.
sorry. And that's it. High five.
High five. There you
Beautiful.
go. We
All right.
rocked the kitchen today.
I'm going to hit mine with some sauce. I haven't
Yes.
yet done so. All right, we're going to get eating because...
Yes, it's been out of the oven and stove for a little while. Yum.
How is it all?
Yeah,
Yeah?
it's awesome.
How could it not be,
Veggies.
The colours. Eat the rainbow.
Colours are beautiful.
Eating
This
the
is
rainbow.
the rainbow today, yeah.
It really is.
Mmm.
Different
Yum yum.
phytonutrients. That's what the colours represent. So, phytonutrients, very important for optimal nutrition. So, get as many different colours in as you can.
Yum.
There'll be a few ums first.
Oh yeah, that's good. Such a colourful plate, as you said. I don't want to ruin it. I just want to freeze it.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do both sauces.
I did already.
Oh, wow.
I put the tahini on the vegetables.
Okay.
There you go.
You're ahead of the game.
Oh, so...
You are the game.
I am the game. Yum. Okay, today's mukbang response. So much to talk about.
You guys have sent us so much.
I know. I'm going to move this because I can see the spoon
I can
like
too.
flipping and just going everywhere.
all over the camera.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. So let's bring the laptop forward.
You just let me know if you need any more sauces.
Thank you
I
so
shall
much.
accommodate.
All right, let's get started. Thank you to everyone who sends us video suggestions. It's very, very helpful and we very much appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. All of these have come across the desk in the last week since the last mukbang.
Yes,
yeah?
in fact,
Amazing.
the first story just came across my little screen there last night. So this is such a strange story. When I was telling Luca about it, he's like, "What do you mean? I don't get it." And it's because it's such a ridiculous scenario that has eventuated that you'd think, I don't get it. Okay, so basically on Instagram there is hold on, let me just bring it all up. I can't read that.
There's a company called RUDEHEALTH.
Okay.
And they're London-based, and they're a food and beverage company.
And they make a lot of plant milks, which is fantastic.
In fact, the milks that they make are exclusively plant milks, aren't they?
Yes,
they don't
that's
make
right.
dairy milk.
No, they don't make dairy milk. So they're a plant milk company. They do sell a few other things. I think their granola has honey.
Yeah.
So they're not a vegan company.
No.
Really, really strange. They put out this post on Instagram the other day, basically promoting dairy milk. It was so weird.
Yeah, you make an assumption that if they're going to sell, if a plant-based milk company is going to just sell plant-based milks and no dairy milks, they're sort of not going to be pro-dairy. Yeah? It's just an assumption,
Yeah.
fair enough assumption?
We may be dairy alternative producers, but that doesn't mean we are against dairy. Really? Quite the opposite. Wow. We are for good quality, proper milk. We're talking whole milk, full fat milk. We don't use skimmed milk powder in any of our foods. Nature has provided us with ingredients that is the perfect balance of protein, good fats, and natural sugars, lactose. Why mess with that?
Nature has provided the baby cow with the perfect nutritional complement of macronutrients and nutrients, not humans.
No.
You know, human breast milk is the perfect complement for human beings. Milk is species specific.
Yeah. So it goes on from there, and as you can imagine, there was uproar in the comments because their main customers are vegans. Oh gosh, nearly copped the sweet potato. Whether they intend to be whether they're a vegan company or not, if you're producing plant-based milks, then you're going to attract vegan customers, right?
Yeah.
And also people who are lactose intolerant and whatever, just choose not to have dairy milk for health reasons.
Exactly. I'll just clarify there.
Yeah.
Whilst a large percentage of their customer base, I imagine, would be vegan, I don't think the majority of their customer base would be vegan because there are so many people these days opting for plant-based milk alternatives instead of dairy, as you said, for reasons of lactose intolerance, dairy allergies, ethical concerns, but they might not be vegan. I don't know, that doesn't work, does it? Yeah.
Anyway. So
it's going to be a large chunk of vegans in their customer base.
Yes, and so vegans went absolutely nuts in the comments under this Instagram post, and the comment that we left, because we had to get in there, of course, Business Suicide 101. I mean, if you want to learn how to destroy your business, follow this model. How ridiculous. At Rude Health, your customers aren't baby cows. Wake up and keep up with the hashtag post-milk generation. Dairy is dead. Drop the mic.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what they're doing. It's disgusting.
As a plant-based milk company, plant-based milks represent the future. That's a progressive step.
Yeah.
You know, going back to dairy-based milk, that's regressive, not progressive. You know, why would you put one step forward to then go and plan to potentially take 2 steps back? It's just...
So what they're saying is, they support a very cruel industry that forcibly impregnates dairy cows, steals their children away.
Yep. Kills the children.
Ultimately kills all of them for meat. You know, well, why would you want to say that you're supporting that? It's crazy. Anyhow,
incredibly destructive to the environment.
Horrifically. And, you know, their whole thing is, we're not into factory farms, you know, they're doing the whole small family farmer is okay.
Doesn't matter what
and
farmer.
Sustainable.
Yeah.
The practices are the same. Watch Land of Hope and Glory, because they're from the UK.
That's right.
And what was the other thing I was going to say?
Well, whether it's from a backyard farm or a family farm or a factory farm, cow's milk is still for baby cows. So it's not good for the human body.
Incredibly bad for our health as humans. So to say that you support that and promote that is crazy when your customers are largely vegan. So one person left a comment that was very interesting. They said, if you read their blog post on their website, that they are very much promoting dairy. They also state that they aren't in a position to make dairy yet. Wow, so they're actually thinking of introducing dairy products? Ridiculous. Anyhow, their latest post was kind of a little bit like, okay, we're going to have to address this because there was an outpour of anger. And
justified.
And then they didn't really take the comment back or say sorry or anything. They just kind of tried to explain it more. It's like they dug a deeper hole for themselves.
Kind of doubling down in a way.
Yeah. So I don't know, nobody was buying it in the comments. They're like, damage is done. Apparently, there's another company called Oatly who were very popular, and everyone was saying, just jump brands over to Oatly, and their products and profit are about to go through the roof.
That's right. Well, consumers can send Rude Health the message that they're not going to stand for unethical, unenvironmentally friendly, and unhealthy. Thank you. Products, and they're just going to vote with their dollar and switch companies.
And let companies like Rude Health know that this is not acceptable. Dairy is dead. It is an industry that I think it's going to be the first to die, especially in the UK, which is what I don't understand. Is there a UK-based company? Yeah. Are you not paying attention?
Yeah, it's been...
what are you doing?
That's right. The dairy industry in the UK has been coined a demographic time bomb.
Yeah.
Because the younger generation are just taking up veganism at a rate of knots. It's up 300% in the last 10 years in the UK. It's dead.
Crazy. So, there you go. That's the first story. Get that off my chest. Insanity.
Crazy.
All right, let's get on to...
Let us know what you guys think in the comments below, yeah?
Yes.
Next story. YouTuber HeyParis, she's got over 500,000 subscribers, and she made a video titled, I went vegan, and this is what happened to my body. So we watched the video.
Yeah, this was sent to us as a request, and it was very, very good video. Because when some larger YouTubers make these videos, and you always think, oh God,
I was hesitant.
Yeah, what are you going to see?
But it was really, really good.
Very good and very honest, wasn't she?
Very honest, and I can also see how she got to over 500,000 subscribers because she was very funny, and we laughed quite a number of times, didn't we?
We did. So basically, she gave a very good review. Now, she was very, very honest in saying that she did not become vegan for ethical reasons.
That's right.
She's following a plant-based diet. As she said, I'm not giving up my Gucci bag, unfortunately. So she hasn't made the full ethical connection. She is doing this to see how it changed her body, her health. And it's totally fun. Like, you can come to a plant-based diet or veganism for whatever reason, whether it's for health reasons, whether it's for the environment, but ultimately if you're going to stop purchasing animal skins and products tested on animals, and that's where the ethical component comes in. That's right,
and not supporting entertainment that exploits animals, like circuses, zoos, rodeos, marine parks, that type of thing.
Exactly. There's a lot more to it than just diet. But diet is obviously the main thing, the big thing. That's where the majority of animal abuse and exploitation happens. So she was very honest in that, like just getting that clear out the way. And what we loved, I will say, it would be wonderful if she did get the ethical education. So Paris, if you're watching this, it would be fantastic if you could watch a video called Earthlings.
Yeah, it's free online. You can just go to earthlings.com or nationearth.com, and there it is. It's only take you an hour and a half, and everything you need to know about how animals are exploited in the food industry, clothing, entertainment, medical testing, and in the pet industry.
It's all there. It's important because it really does matter, and we can all make a huge difference. And you are making a huge difference by changing what you eat, but there's a lot more to it. If you want a really quick video, there's Farm to Fridge. That's on YouTube. So we will link all of these videos down below. We do encourage you to watch them. And what we loved about her video is that she encouraged her audience to also try out a vegan diet. It was wonderful. So let's hear what she said.
I became vegan because I want to feel healthier, and it's working. It really is. And I really do recommend anyone watching this to try becoming vegan for at least a week. I promise you, you will not regret it, especially if you have some really, really nice fast food restaurants that you can go to.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's awesome. At least a week. Great advice. Paris at this stage, I think, had been eating a plant-based diet for about 30 days. Yeah, so, a week is an awesome start, and that's, a bare minimum. A 21 or 22 day challenge is equally as, or it was even better again. 30 days better again. Basically, it takes a little while for the taste buds to adjust to eating the different flavors of food from plant-based foods. Also for your digestive system to switch over, the bacteria in your gut is going to change from those required to break down animal products to those that are going to be required to break down more high fiber foods like plant foods.
And just to get used to doing something different compared to your whole life. The longer you can do it for, the better. So what was very interesting, we just got some notes here that we wrote down. Paris had some really good positive results in terms of health. her skin got better.
Yep.
Her mood improved.
Yes.
She had more energy.
She felt more compassionate. Yeah.
Yes.
She feels good about the food that she's putting into her body.
Yeah.
She feels better overall.
Yeah. And recommended it to other people.
Yeah.
So yeah, she had a very good experience. And what was interesting is that she's eating a lot of vegan junk food actually. So it's not even like she was eating more healthier kind of whole foods like what we're showing today.
No.
She's eating a lot of junk food.
Yeah,
and she still had good results.
That's right. So can you imagine, Paris, how much better you
Yeah.
might feel as you slowly incorporate more whole plant foods over time? I mean, it's just amazing that you're feeling as good as you are at the moment. It's great.
And in fact, she's doing, the right thing in many ways because it makes it easier to transition to a vegan diet if you have those comfort foods rather than going straight to something that's super, super healthy.
Yeah,
so
it's hard to go from Big Macs to, this.
Beans and rice.
It's much easier to go to somewhere like Doomy's, where I think she mentioned, and get the vegan Big Mac there, for example.
Exactly. Now, one of her... we're doing it again. We're talking about poop again on the show.
I think this is 3 mukbangs in a row.
What's wrong
Lewis
with us?
Hamilton times 2, and now Paris.
Well, we're going to blame this one on Paris because this was a big thing that she noticed about a change in her body after eating a plant-based diet. Let's have a listen.
But my poop is so smooth. I have the smoothest poops. I just sit down and glop, 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 and I'm done. Okay, before when I was eating junk food and chicken and beef and all that, I'd be like, those ones, but now it's just like bloop, 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 and you done. You get up, you wipe, you go. Like, I had never had such a smooth poo in my life. Like, it's so amazing. Anyways.
So funny.
What's
So
the
funny.
little twerking
I
thing
know,
she's doing with her
awesome.
shoulders as she's pooping?
Absolutely awesome. And it's true because animal products don't contain fiber.
Yes.
And fiber is what regulates bowel movements and gets all the bowel working and, getting...
Everything and moving.
Taking out the trash. Otherwise it's accumulating, and you don't want that accumulating in your colon. That's where inflammation and disease starts.
Yeah. And again, Paris, could you imagine if you're pooping like that, eating, like Doomies and fried stuff, and I think she had chicken waffles or something.
Yeah.
Imagine eating whole plant foods. You're going to be pooping a lot more. All right, so the downside that she mentioned was nothing vegan in the house, and she was looking for snacks. So this is one of the tips that we give new vegans.
Yeah, you absolutely have to have the pantry and the fridge stocked with staples. So we're talking, rice, beans, packs of pasta. What else we got? A jar of pasta sauce.
Yeah.
Just some things that you can whip together a meal with at any time. Just like that.
Exactly. So you never want to get to that position where, there's no food in the house, I'm starving, what am I going to get?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to get a chicken something.
So buy in bulk and just keep it in the pantry, and you'll never find yourself in that scenario.
Yeah. The second thing she said is if it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and she's out and there's nothing vegan available. So, McDonald's fries aren't even vegan in the States.
But
although she's in Canada, so it must be the same thing in Canada.
Yeah.
She mentioned that.
But the good news is, Paris, is that the world is fast changing. In fact, you're in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada, from what we can see on your channel. Well, actually, only a 2-hour drive from you in London, Ontario, Canada, is the world's first 24-hour vegan drive-thru. Can you believe it? So you can get all of the favorite comfort food that you love in the vegan version. Sure, okay, it's 2 hours from you, so perhaps not the most convenient, but hey, that's pretty close if you can.
Not bad.
Yeah,
But the point is that it's starting,
Yeah.
like we can't expect it to be
No.
just click our fingers and all of a sudden it's a vegan world. We're still moving industry in that direction.
But the fact that one was launched is an indication that the demand has increased enough to meet that kind of
and what could be coming in an area closer to you. So the way we're going to make what we want is to keep the demand high.
keep voting with our
Keep
dollar
voting,
every
asking
time.
for those vegan options.
Vegan options. That's right.
And this is also why a couple of weeks ago in our MUKBANG we were talking about the McVegan burger in Finland. This is why it's so important, guys. I know a lot of people were saying, oh no, don't eat at McDonald's, but a lot of people are coming from a standard diet where they do eat at McDonald's, and if they find themselves at 2 a.m. out with their friends and everyone's getting a beef burger or a chicken burger, well then it's great to have
A
vegan
McVegan
option there.
Exactly.
So that's why it's so important that McDonald's follows through with this and spreads McVegan burgers all around the world.
Exactly. And if enough people buy the McVegan burger, they might put on a second vegan burger or vegan option. How good would that be? You know?
Exactly.
Got to think sort of long term.
Exactly. So overall, Paris, super happy that you're enjoying this way of eating. And she said she wants to keep it up. She's really feeling great, so that's really
such
good.
a positive, glowing review. And she looks glowing too.
She looks great. So again, we'll link a heap of resources down below. If you have any questions, feel free to ask.
Yeah.
We've also got a great video on how to transition to a vegan diet.
Yep.
That could be helpful for you. There you go. So good on you, Paris.
Well done.
And to our viewers, go over and send us some love. Let her know about this video.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, next one. Another request.
Yeah, another request for a even larger YouTuber with over 4 million subscribers by the name of Andrea's Choice.
So Andrea is vegetarian and she made a What I Eat in the Day video. This was back in, where was it?
It was back in
May
of this year,
Yeah,
so it was about 5 months ago.
But she has such a big following, we thought, oh well, we might as well make a video response.
Well, one of our mutual followers asked us to make this response, so...
So...
better late than never, as the saying goes.
Why not? We've just cut out a few bits that we want to respond to, so let's have a watch.
Here's my problem. I wake up and I want ice cream. I want cake. I want sugar. But it's kind of a healthy day, so I'm gonna make this protein shake that kind of tastes like, for me, a Starburst, and it'll satiate my sweet tooth. So,
okay, so we learned a lot about Andrea's diet just by that very opening line of her video.
Yeah, so it got us thinking, and this is very common, Andrea's situation, very common indeed. And it all comes back to, you know, this is going to sound silly, but we're actually not taught how to eat properly. We're not taught about the diet that is most suitable to the anatomy and physiology of the human species, And so you can end up at Andrea's age and much older, not knowing what to eat and how to, you know, satisfy your cravings and your nutritional requirements.
And why you're having cravings in the first place, that's the thing.
Exactly,
why?
Yeah. So like, for example, we never wake up feeling the way Andrea feels. We used to in the past, before we learned, you know, what's the best food for the human body. But never, once we've learned that, never again.
No.
And that's because, you know, the body is craving carbohydrates, you know, from both simple and complex carbohydrates. So fruit, for example, that is a mix of simple and complex carbohydrates, and the body really loves it. And then, you know, something like legumes and whole grains and potatoes, they're complex carbohydrates. And so a combination of those, fruits, vegetables, legumes, whole grains with some nuts and seeds, is really just optimal for human physiology and anatomy.
Yeah, and so we're going to see when we watch what Andrea actually eats in her day, we're going to see it's just like putting the pieces of a puzzle together. This is very clearly exactly why she wakes up craving these foods. If you're waking up craving cake and ice cream and, you know, sugary stuff, that's your body letting you know, I want more carbs. Now the thing is, the things that she's craving, they're actually more high in fat.
That's right.
You know?
Ice cream and cake are typically much higher in fat than they are in carbohydrates.
And
sugar is often added to them in order to give them a sweetness, but predominantly they're higher in fat. So,
and it's also they're using, you know, processed sugar. Like it's not natural sugars that are coming from your whole plant foods.
That's exactly
you're adding,
right.
You know.
Yeah, I was going to say, another reason why we never wake up craving food like that is because we make sure that we eat enough every single day to never wake up like that the following day. You know, we're eating great food now, but if we didn't eat enough of it, we'd still wake up with similar cravings because the body's like, that was good what you ate yesterday, but you didn't give me quite enough calories from carbohydrates.
Yes, that's two things. It's what you're eating and how much of it, and not necessarily, you don't have to have a big plate like we are now. We're going to talk about it in a minute. Hold on, let's keep going. So, her breakfast.
I put in protein powder. This is vanilla.
All right, so the first thing she's doing is making a shake, a smoothie, and in goes the protein powder. It's not a plant-based protein powder.
No,
unfortunately,
it's made from whey, which is a byproduct of the dairy industry, the cruel industry that we spoke about earlier with
RUDEHEALTH.
RUDEHEALTH, that's right. So, unfortunately, we're supporting that industry every time we buy products like whey protein powder. And basically, they were trying to work out a way how, they produce so much dairy worldwide. So there's all this waste product, whey, and they're like, well, surely we can sell this because this is going to waste. So they're like, they targeted the bodybuilding industry because whey is obviously high in protein, and they're like, oh, okay, bodybuilders need more protein to, build more muscle and what have you. And so they started flogging it to the bodybuilding industry, and unfortunately, even people who aren't bodybuilders, because we've been, brainwashed to think that we need X amount of protein, so, start buying it.
A little bit of lime juice. Then I put in strawberries. You can also add raspberries because they're super sweet.
That's the thing, they're not super sweet. That's why you're having cravings.
Yeah.
Berries are great to have. They're excellent.
Very high in antioxidants. We recommend that people eat them daily if you have access to them.
But they're used on low carb diets because they're low in calories. They're not sweet. So, if you want to have it sweet, then you add a banana.
Bananas, a banana, 2 bananas, 3 bananas, as many as you care for.
It's a good song. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4.
But bananas are a sweet fruit.
What else has she got?
If you're not good at eating all your vegetables, take a shot of them. This is my green superfood powder. It's watermelon flavored. It has energy in it.
Okay, so it has energy in it. All food has energy.
Yeah.
Calories are a unit of energy. All food has calories, therefore all food has energy. So it can be a bit of I don't know whether Andrea just said that or whether it's written on the bottle. Yeah, so that's a bit of marketing there. Yeah. Look, with vegetables, because she's taking the powder because she doesn't like eating veggies so much, and a lot of people don't like eating veggies. It's all about the dressings that you use. So these 2 dressings that we whipped up earlier, really simple, and they make veggies flavoursome.
Yeah.
2 spoonfuls of fat-free rainbow sherbet. Not too much sugar, but just enough to give me that sweet Starburst-esque flavor I'm kind of trying to channel here. Then just go ahead and blend that.
So she's adding sherbet.
Yeah, a sherbet ice cream, sherbet sorbet. And when we had a look at the ingredients, pretty sure we could find the brand based on the label that she showed. It has processed sugar in there. So on one hand, she's using berries for sugar, which is sort of low sugar, low calorie. Because she wants to keep everything low sugar, but then she's going and consuming something artificial made with processed white sugar. So it's like, why don't you just
eat the fruit? Eat some really sweet bananas. Put that in your smoothie.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine putting that into my breakfast. There's nothing healthy about this thing. It also contains a lot of other dairy byproducts. So, and Andrea said, look, this is a healthy day of eating. The start to your breakfast, Andrea, is not something we would consider healthy. Is it better than having bacon and eggs? Sure, but it's not really healthy.
It's not as good as something like, oatmeal with fruit, for example. Now that is a very healthy, wholesome, energy providing breakfast option. Yeah. Or even a tofu scramble.
Exactly.
Avocado on toast.
Yeah. So that wouldn't satiate me, that wouldn't make me feel energetic. And she does snack in between her 3 meals, and there's no wonder why, because it's very, very low calorie.
Her body's still craving that nutrition and those carbohydrate calories.
Yeah. Now her lunch looked absolutely fantastic. This was a quinoa plate, sort of similar to this. Quinoa, veggies, sweet potato, and she had some dressings on top. Black beans.
This was a mouth-watering
This was
lunch.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
She did really, really well.
Avocado.
It was perfect. It's very similar to what we're eating. So this is what we're talking about. Now, what we'd say is perfect meal, just make more of it, because she ended up snacking in the afternoon again. Now, if you can't sit down to a big meal like this, more quantity, what we'd say is make more and then have it later on. So you're snacking on the same healthy meal, like split your lunch up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Instead of going for chips and things and whatever, just make more of the good stuff and break it up throughout the day. So you might have 4 smaller meals or 5 smaller meals or even 6 smaller meals, whatever you like. It doesn't mean you have to cook 6 times.
No.
You're cooking still 3 main meals, but just in a larger portion and then eating it throughout the day.
Yes. And can I just add, in addition to that great advice, that I actually think it's quite possible that that quantity of food for lunch may actually have been sufficient to prevent Andrea from snacking later on if her breakfast had been calorie and nutritionally adequate.
Yeah, I agree, because that does look like a good serving size.
That's right.
Yeah,
so if she'd had
because of the breakfast.
Yeah, if she'd had a decent brekkie, like oats, fruit, or tofu scramble, or avocado on toast, in enough quantity of it, I think that would potentially have satiated her at lunch.
Exactly. Now, dinner. This is very interesting.
This is my lightest meal, probably. I try to keep it like not really any sugar, low on sugar. I try to keep it low on carbs, just so it's not like this heavy meal before bed.
And that's why you wake up in the morning craving ice cream and cake, because why are you having you're demonizing the carbs again. And there is a huge difference between, as we said earlier on, carbs from cakes and ice cream and junky food, which again are high in fat and processed sugar, and there's a difference between carbs coming from whole plant foods.
Yeah, and don't get fooled by lumping them all in together
it's different.
The animal products industry would like everyone to do, so that everyone switches to low carb foods, which is animal products, and has this carbophobia that we've created in society. You'll end up waking up the same way every day, craving sugar, because you haven't met your biological cravings for carbohydrates, and then you end up going for the processed sugar anyway that you were trying to avoid the day before.
And it's not healthy, like sherbet for your breakfast, and oh my gosh, no. So, the dinner itself it looked lovely. She had spinach, she had avocado, more black beans, and then some sauce on top. Beautiful. That is not dinner though. That is a side. Put that stuffing in a sweet potato. Bake it. Just put your potato whole in the oven, or even a white one, whatever you want. 1, 2, 3, as many as you want. We have plenty. Cut them open and put that inside. Oh, that is what you call a dinner. And I agree with her. Like, you don't want to feel heavy before you go to bed. So the trick is to eat earlier, right? For example,
and to perhaps have more at breakfast and lunch, if you like it that way, and a smaller dinner.
A smaller dinner, no problem. But salad is not a meal. Salad is not a meal.
No, it's an accompaniment to something more substantial.
Yeah, and that is going to make all the difference. Oh, and then of course, next to her salad, she had some wine. Now, why did she have wine?
Because alcohol is high carbohydrate. In fact, I believe it's all carbohydrate.
I think so, yeah.
So the body is craving the alcohol because it wasn't getting enough carbohydrate calories from the food throughout the course of the day.
Yeah.
You might find that alcohol craving at the end of the night goes away once you increase your carbohydrate and calorie intake throughout the day. I know that happened to us. We used to crave a sweet dessert at the end of the night,
Yep, now we have a sweet potato, and it's like, that's like a cake. It's so sweet. So Andrea is vegetarian, which is excellent that she doesn't have, meat in her diet.
Yeah, and you can tell that she loves animals because she surrounds herself with her companion animals, and they just look so beautiful and adorable, and she clearly has a connection with them. And so we know that it would be easy for someone like Andrea to extend the compassion that she already has for her companion animals to include all animals in her circle of compassion by, making the transition from, vegetarian to vegan.
And I was also super impressed. Sometimes when you watch What I Eat in a Day videos from vegetarians, they're full of eggs and full of cheese, and there's a lot of eggs and dairy. And so Andrea didn't show a lot of that.
No, there was a lot of whole plant foods in there, wasn't there?
Again, her lunch was just fabulous. And the dinner was excellent. Just stuff it in a potato. Breakfast, easy fix. As we said, oatmeal and fruit, that's our go-to. So she's very, very close. It could have been a lot worse. I was really impressed to see that.
Admittedly, she did say it was one of her healthier days.
Yes,
But hey, at least she knows that that's healthier compared to the other ways that she typically could eat.
Yeah. So I think there's hope there for her moving towards a more vegan diet. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Again, Andrea, linking heaps of stuff down below. If you're watching this, please check out the links. Hit us up if you have any questions.
Definitely.
Yeah, and guys, go over and support
Andrea.
her. Let her know that she's doing a great job on this video, and just tweaking a few things would make it so much better.
Yep.
There you go. How are you going there? Isn't this yummy? I've done so much talking, I haven't eaten enough. I always end up with so much to eat after our videos, don't I?
You eat for a bit. I can take us to the next story if you like.
I think we're done. I'm mistaken. There is one more story. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Our last story is from Blac Chyna. Yeah. So she's an Instagram model with over 13 million followers. and I think she was Rob Kardashian's ex-girlfriend.
Is that the connection?
Pretty sure.
Okay, he follows. Do you follow the Kardashians?
No.
Just what people send us.
Yeah, well, I think I was watching a Phil DeFranco thing and learned that there was some issue
sex
with
scandal?
some with some pics,
nude pics,
something like that. Anyway,
it makes us sound so boring, doesn't it, Luca?
But with 13 million Instagram followers, she's probably got, a similar number, or at least a huge number, following her on Snapchat as well. And recently, mutual followers of ours sent us this snap that she put out, and it showed her eating some Gardein veggie burgers.
How fantastic.
I mean, isn't that amazing? I mean, right off the bat, great advertising for Gardein, because how many people are going to go, oh yeah, Blac Chyna's eating it. Next time they're in the supermarket, they see it and remember that Blac Chyna was eating it. Oh yeah, I'll grab that. I'll see what it's like.
Is that what they're going to say?
Yeah, that's the way it works. Or it certainly can work. And hats off to Gardein. We've not tried any of their products, but time and time again, people keep saying to us, Gardein products are the best by and large when it comes to animal product replacements.
Certainly that
chicken tenders.
Yeah. I'd actually want to try that just to see what the hype is.
I would too, because everyone raves about those. So
that's fantastic.
It's really good, isn't it?
It's very, very good. This is the power of social media. This is the power of celebrities sharing what they eat. It creates influence. It's really good. So who knows if she's going to make any other changes based on this?
Anyone who follows her, please keep us posted if you post anything else vegan related. We've jabbered.
I've got quinoa stuck. You know when quinoa gets between your teeth and your lip?
Yeah.
Ignore me.
We've been jabbering for a long time, guys. It's time to hear from you. Get down in there in the comments. Let us know what you thought about any of the stories that we've shared today. What are your thoughts? We want to know.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Thank you so much once again for joining us, for eating with us. Again, we want to hear what you're eating, so put that down below.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yes.
We've certainly enjoyed ours.
Oh, it's been delicious.
You know
Until
what to
next
do.
time.
Like, share, subscribe, and yes.
Yes, ding the bell, check the box. So many instructions. I feel like I need to give you a spreadsheet.
You guys know the drill.
Tick, tick, tick.
And remember, until next time, that going vegan, it's not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.